What's up, fam? Today we're going to transform your aspirations into daily inspiration. Oh my goodness, I have got a awesome show for you today. We're going to create a vision board on your Dakboard that constantly refuels your journey for success. Today, we're leaping into goal visualization. You've seen the Dakboard in organizing your life. Now it's time to elevate that experience. See these videos right here? You can watch either one of those videos. And I even got a shout out from Dakboard LLC, y'all. I'm so excited. We're about to blow the lid off of this thing today. Imagine waking up every day to a personalized vision of your success right on your wall. That's what we're creating today. It's a custom vision board for your Dakboard, and we're going to create it in Canva. Now, I know you must be asking, why a Dakboard vision board? Duh. It keeps your vision in plain sight. That's the whole point. Traditional vision boards are great, but a digital one for your Dakboard, that's next level. That's inspiration on roids. Every time you glance at your Dakboard, you're reminded of where you're headed. It's about making your goals so visible and attractive that you're drawn to step closer to them every single day. This is my current board. We're about to make this so much better. Let's go ahead and dive into Canva and see where we're going with this. First things first, we do have to make sure that you have your foundations, you have your goals and everything set. These aren't just words, these are promises to your future self. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to sprinkle it with inspirational quotes because we'll need that motivation. So don't come for me. I'm obsessed with Scrabble. You're going to need all these things. The next thing you're going to also need are the images and the pictures that resonate with your vision. This past Sunday, we did a mobile version of my vision board, and I'm going to leave a link to that video in the description. This is my Canva homepage. There are a couple of places that you can look for your vision board. So you can type in the words vision board up here. I just recently did that. You'll get all these different templates that come up. Today, we're going to create something for a Dakboard. So we're going to need something that is 1920 by 1080. Look and see if anything resonates with you. You could get some ideas just looking at some of these. I went ahead and chose a few things that I liked, but I just wanted to start from scratch. We're going to be working from a blank canvas. So this is my blank canvas. It's 1920 by 1080 pixels and it's perfect for your Dakboard. The next thing I wanted to do was to create a background. In the other ones that we saw, they had different backgrounds or whatever. Y'all know it's leopard print. Don't act. Okay, we doing a jammy jam. I'm in my leopard PJs tonight. Don't act. It's going to be leopard print. Okay. All right, so back to this. So this is what I chose. I started with a dark background to match my phone. So remember, last week we made the phone mobile screen, but this time I wanted to make it for my Dakboard. This was the first thing that I chose, the background, and then of course, I had to put some leopard in it. Now that we have all the things, remember, we had our inspiration, and then we had all the things that we're going to use. I already have all of these things gathered, so I didn't have to worry about trying to find all the stuff. We're going to skip forward and I'm just going to show you what I created. This is completely in line with what I had for my mobile version, only I wanted to make it gilded. I kept the beautiful gilded pieces and I wanted to have my words. And so I have my words on there, but not only did I just create one, I created multiple. Here's another one. And if you notice, certain blocks are in the same spot, and it's that way for a reason. And I'll show you how we're going to incorporate that into the Dakboard here in just a second. This was another version of the same thing where I changed out the inspirational words, but then I wanted to create a loop of different boards that came back to the main board. This is the main board. I created 3 different versions of another board for it to come back to. So I created 6 of them. The next thing I needed to do was to get everything downloaded. So to download, all you would do, you go to the share button and then choose PNG, because PNG is the best for images. So click on PNG and then click on all the pages that you're going to need here. And so you see, I clicked all the pages and then click download. And now we're going to download that in real time so that you can see how long it takes to download. It's super, super simple. So now that it's downloaded, I'm going to go ahead and get everything ready for the next part. I'm so excited. For this particular thing that we're doing, you're going to need Canva Pro. If you're using a free account, try Pro on me. You could go to lbcbranding.link/Canva for a 30-day free trial of Canva Pro if you don't already have that. But this will be something that you absolutely will need to do, because some of the things that you can do with the Pro account, like graphics and certain things like that, you can't get with the free account. So try it on me. Go ahead and go to that link, lbcbranding.link/Canva, so that you can get a 30-day free trial. Now that we did all of that, we have all of our pieces together. And remember, you saw those blocks that did not change, and they were there for a reason. Now what we have to do is upload it to a Google folder on Google Drive. We're going to go to upload it to the Google Drive. So let me show you how we're going to do that. Now you're going to need a brand new Google folder with nothing in it. Go to your Google Drive and create a folder. I created a test folder. So this is an additional folder with the same stuff. Click on the test folder, and now you can drag and drop all of those screens that we created into your Google folder. And that will be the only thing in that folder that Dakboard is going to read. Go ahead and upload those to your Google folder. I went and created a test folder so that you can see how I did that. So now that everything is uploaded into the Google folder, put a pin in that, because we're going to come right back to that. We're going to upload this to Dakboard. This is amazing. This is so simple. It's only going to take a few clicks, and you'll get that daily dose of inspiration every single time you look at your Dakboard. I'm going to leave a link to an article on how to upload pictures to your Dakboard. So what you're seeing right now are some of the templates that they have. Now they have all these templates. I've used a few of these templates and I really enjoyed them. However, I wanted to do something a little bit different. Let me show you what I did. For this, we're going to go over to my screens on Dakboard. I have an Essentials account. I only get 3 screens. Here they are. This was my current one here. And then this is the newest one. This will make a whole lot of sense here in just a second. So remember, we uploaded those 6 screens that we made in Canva into the Google folder. Now we're going to connect everything. Let me just show you the template. This is that template, and this is my actual calendar and everything. I incorporated my Trello boards with the things to do and all of that into this. And this was the original one that I had. And I'm going to go ahead and redo this so that it'll have the ones that we just did in Canva. You can choose a brand new one if you want to. If you didn't want to mess with all of this, you can just choose a brand new one. But I'm going to show you how I tweaked this same board. Remember, originally it said back to school. Now I ain't going to school. So I changed the words to say back to work, boo, because every time I look at it and it's right there on my wall, it's like back to work, Michelle, because I have squirrel syndrome. Okay, squirrel. These things were automatically built into this particular board. This is the only thing up here that I added the date and time. And of course, there was a big area here where my agenda went there. I can change it to a calendar view or an agenda view. I preferred the agenda view. And then here, this is where I added my Trello board so that I can have my to-do list constantly scrolling in my face. This is that there, so you can see that. And I even changed the color because originally this board didn't have this gradient. I changed the colors and everything. Now, if you notice here, this is where the block layers are. This layer is the layer for the time. This is the cute little saying here. And then I have my schedule here, another to-do list, a Pomodoro timer, and then of course my calendar, and then there's the text up top. The photo in the back, which is what we're really going to change, that Blackboard image in the back, that's what we're going to change. So this is how I started it. So I went here and I know that this was where I want to delete that photo. So now what I want to do is add a new photo to the background. I'm going to go up here where it says add a block, and we're going to do photos. So we're going to come down here, photos and background. Remember, we saved it in a Google Drive. Now we're going to go to the Google Drive right here, and it's going to open up the Google Drive. It just added that block back because remember, we deleted it. Originally, this block was all the way under here. So here it is. It's tiny, this little tiny block right here, but I want that block now filling this space. So I just pulled it over. This block is under all of this. Let's go edit it. So click on edit and it's going to say Google Drive. So now I'm going to select my Google Drive. Remember, we saved all of that stuff into a Google Drive. It's under Dakboard wallpapers, and that's what I called it. And so I'm going to hit save. And so it's saving those settings. So all those wallpapers were in there. It's taking its time to load where all those wallpapers are. We're doing this in real time because the first time I did it, oh my goodness, it took a minute for everything to be able to read and all that other kind of stuff. In the meantime, while we're waiting for all of that to load, I'm going to show you my other screen, the one that I already did. Now you see these are the images that are in my Google Drive. See these blocks right here? These are where those blocks are going to be. Here they are. All right. And so these are all the images, but I was very strategic. I kept these all in the same place and I changed the imagery so it'll give me something different each time. This is the main one. This is my main board that has like the things that resonate with me. I've then put some other ones with other little sayings. You can do whatever you like. I just did the ones that I like. Once this uploads into Dakboard, then you could move each one of the blocks and fit them perfectly into each one of these blocks right here. So now you see why I had those blocks. So there's the image. See the photo underneath? And now you have the different blocks. So here's the block for the date, this block right here. Then this block was for my weekly episodes. And the way I incorporated that was go to edit. I already have my Trello board incorporated into this. So the Trello board is there. I went into the specific Trello board because I got a million of them. You'll see, look, I got a million of them. I told you. And then I wanted to do Sundays because Sundays is my recording day. So this is the Sunday tab on my Trello board. I wanted to make sure that I had a slow scroll going and I only wanted to see the headlines because there's a lot of stuff on my boards. And then click save. Here, this is where I had my agenda. It's super easy to change. If you notice, I put the crosshairs here and I can move it. I can move it and place it exactly where I wanted to. So I wanted to make sure that it was in that square. And here, if you go to edit, you would see how I have it set up. So it's got all of my calendars and I have it set up to agenda style. I wanted to show 4 days. I wanted it vertical style because if I change it to horizontal, then it'll look like it's too much. I didn't want scrolling on at all because I just want to be able to see at a glance looking at that. And then I hit save and then it'll update. Here is another recording project that I got to keep my eye on. And so that is what's scrolling here. So you can see the setup of it pretty much, which is really dope. And as far as the photos go, all 6 of the photos that I put in that folder is going to loop between all 6 of those photos. And so this way I'll have one image will have like my little sayings on here like this, and another one will have something else. But the main thing is this and this never changes so that anytime it scrolls, nothing would be out of place. This is the one that I already did, but this is the one that I was trying to fix. And oh my gosh, now you can see it. Now we could go right into it. This is the one that I loaded the pictures and you see how everything is all out of whack. I wanted to make sure I had one that was already done so you can see it. So this one was the back to school template. And so this right here, this is that text right there. I don't want that. So now I'm just going to delete it. And so now that text goes away. This is the Pomodoro. Eventually I'm going to add this into another board, but I don't need it right now. So I'm going to go ahead and delete the Pomodoro. As you see here, this was the original template. You see how big it is? It's too big. See, look, you can then move it to where you want it. And so here I am. Oops, nope, stay right there. Here we go. I'm going to move this and then I'm going to move this here. Here, let's just see if we can do it this way. Yep, we can. And then I'm going to take this one here and then move it into there. See? And now this one here, this one is that the cute sayings or whatever. You're all that in a bag of chips. That's cute. No. That's really cute. Now this one is the time and date. I'm going to go ahead and edit it. This is the format. This is my time zone, and I don't like serif fonts. This is a sans serif font, and it doesn't have any color behind it, no gradient or anything like that. So that's good. Notice the alignment is left justified. I'm going to change that to center justify and hit save. And so then that now is center justified, but now I have to move it so that it is justified where I wanted it to be. And so now it's there. And so here, these were these other two, and I'm going to do something similar, just like I did with the agenda. I'm going to move it into here. But remember, originally it had these colors. The colors are cute, but nah. If I wanted to, I could keep these colors because, you know, they're giving, but they're not giving what I really wanted to give right now because it's aesthetically, I'm like, no. I'm just showing you just how I did it. I click on here's edit. This is showing what I want to show. I'm going to go ahead and format it. Here is the background. This is the color background here. And I don't want it to be blue. I want it to be in line with what I have. So I click this here and it brings this color picker. I want to go in this orange category up here and I'm going to move the dot where I want it right there. And click save. I want a gradient and a blur. So I click save and look, it created that orange color. I like that. And see, this is pink down here. We're going to do the same thing with the pink one. So I'll just click in the box and go to edit. We're going to go to format and we're going to get rid of the pink by moving the bar, sliding the bar up to the orange area here, and then moving if I want exact hex codes or the RGB codes, I could put those here, but I don't have that. I'm just going to eyeball it. This already has a gradient and already has a blur. So we're going to save that there and we're going to hit save here. And so see how it turns that orange as well. So this is how I edited the back to school template into the current template with my own design that I did in Canva. I absolutely love it. And as soon as I did that, it went ahead and it updated on my Dakboard. So let me show you what it looks like now. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Let me show you what it looks like. Oh my goodness. I took this earlier. And so I'm like sideways, but I took this earlier and this is what it looks like in the studio. It is huge. I have a Dakboard powered by a Raspberry Pi and I absolutely love it. It's 42 inches on my wall and it's big as day and I could see it walking in the room and I'm like, oh yeah, I still have that to do. And it has my agenda there and this was the other thing that I didn't show you. So you could set up how often you want the pictures to scroll. Remember, we put 6 of them in there. What I would do is I would go to the photo part, right? So you see the photo block right here in blue? It lights up where the photo is, where it says edit. This tells me where I'm getting the photos from. So the photos are coming from my Google Drive, but this is where you would set it to know when to scroll. So click on settings. Right now it says to change every 5 minutes. I don't need it to change every 5 minutes. As a matter of fact, in the article that's linked in this video, it'll tell you if you have a fewer number of photos in there to do it once every hour or less, especially if you only have 1 photo in there. You could do it every hour or less. So I would do that. And then here's for the brightness, if I wanted to make it darker, but I don't want to make it darker. I want it to be bright. And then here, I want the image to be cropped right here. So it's cropped to fit. It'll gradually fade in and out and darken around the edges, gives me that vignette look. As far as format goes, this is not linked to another board. So if you had more than 3 boards, you could link them into a loop so you can have different boards. So you didn't have to have each one of these, the same blocks everywhere. You can have different boards and loop those boards, but I don't have a loop situation because I only have 2 boards that I play with. This is not applicable to me. There's also a schedule where if you want these occurrences for the loops or whatever, whenever you want them to change. So the only thing that I really want to focus in is on the setting right here. So I'll change it to once every hour and have it to crop to fit. These transitions here where it says gradually fade photo in and out, and then where it says darken photo along the edges, I want to create that vignette look. And that's pretty much it. I absolutely love my Dakboard, and it is live and in living color, huge on my wall with my very own design, which I'm so excited and happy about. I just love it. You could do the same thing too. So if you enjoyed this, subscribe, hit the bell notification so that you will be notified every single time I drop one of these gems. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you on the next video. Peace.